Hi everyone, Nick here and welcome to another Gran Turismo Sport video. Today we're doing the fourth race in the 2018 off-season exhibition Season 2 of the Nations Cup. Now, this is actually my first effort in this particular competition for various reasons. Not massively feeling the car track combos so far in the Nations Cup. This one I fancied having a go at because I haven't driven Fuji Speedway on this game before, and I did really enjoy driving the Peugeot VGT car when I drove it on a previous season at Lago Maggiore. Unfortunately for me, it didn't go very well. I mean, this is my qualifying lap, this is my best qualifying lap actually, and you can see that my previous best was way down in 15th. This car is not the right car for this circuit. You want to be in either the Porsche 919 or the Audi. Both of those were the two cars to be, as you'll see a little bit later on in the grid. It also doesn't help, I don't really suit the sort of, well, my driving style doesn't suit this kind of track. It's all about those sort of corners that tighten as they go round, and that's never been my strength. My strength generally is in corners where you have a nice defined braking zone, brake, turn, and off you go. This kind of weaving in and out, it's not for me. So I need to get better at that. So I figured best way to get better at it is actually drive it. And as you see, I'm just very tentative on some of these corners, not really sure when to turn in, when to put the throttle on, exactly where to brake. It's just losing time, and as I'm in a non-optimal car, it's not great. I did try with a Porsche 919, but I didn't actually go any faster. In fact, I was slower in it, and I was spinning constantly, whereas with this car I was stable, so my theory was steady, might do okay. Qualifying though, steady did not do okay, because even though I improved, my time actually only ended up being 17th best on the grid out of 20, which is pretty rubbish. And I'm about, what is that, 2-3 seconds off of pole? Not good enough, sadly. Okay, let's get down to the grid, and if we can see through all those blinding headlights, let's see who we're going up against. So on pole is ERT Warsaw in the Porsche. Second is Equi Finn in the Audi. Third, we've got Dittmar in the Porsche. Fourth, all the way from Finland, is Mifefi in a Audi VGT, don't see that very much. The Proctor from France is in the 919, as is Mitzifina from Spain, we saw in a previous race. Defiant is in the 919, he's from the UK, and he's 7th. 8th is Melting Force from Turkey in the Audi. 9th, we've got another Audi VGT, Scrat 002. 10th is a Peugeot, it's Boski. 11th, we got Narmouche in a 919. 12th, Rappel Teddy in the 919. 13th, we've got another Peugeot, it's Dances with Cars. 14th, it's that Peugeot VGT, looking so good there, it's Limonado. Bumerito is in the 919. Another Mazda, looking very nice in a slightly nifty livery there, the key. It's the Kyrex Peugeot VGT, looks great, I love that car. And that's me in 17th. Another one behind me, Mr. Brown in 18th. 19th is Lorchiava in the Porsche. And another Porsche to round out the grid is Black Dog in 20th. So 17th on the grid. We're so far back on the grid that even though the main straight at Fuji is massive, we're still actually not even on it, which says a lot for our efforts in qualifying there. But let's see how it can go. We've got a rolling start as well, which means we're not going to have any rubbish start nonsense. And as we get going, we almost straight away start gaining on the key. We pull out of his slipstream to see if we can maybe do the overtake, but then almost as we get alongside, we stop gaining, and you can see there's a car gaining behind us. We try and brake nice and cautious into turn one. Oh, goes a little bit rubbish there. We get a bump on the back, which gives us rear aero damage. Much appreciated. Didn't actually notice that for about 2 laps, but hey ho. And we are now down to 19th, just ahead of Mifefi, who was right up on the grid, so I'm guessing they got smashed off. So let's see what we can do from here. The plan is, as ever, try and be nice and steady to try and not crash. So the car ahead has probably cut that corner, may well get a penalty, not sure. Yeah, there you go, half a second. But because they've got the hybrid advantage, they just pull away, so nothing really to do there. So we're coming into the hairpin here. One car's gone wide, we follow the car ahead, nice and cautious. We get away here, we get a bump from the Proctor there, bit cheeky I think going up the inside there. I mean, not really a huge amount of a gap, but hey ho, no damage to me. If they got any damage, then their own fault really. But coming round to the last one, you can see there's lots of cars going side by side through there. I mean, it's a wide track, so you can probably get away with it, but it's probably going to mean that there's going to be some interesting battles going into turn one. Not that we're anywhere near close enough to the car ahead to actually even think about that. So we've had a pretty, well, we haven't crashed, about as bad a first lap as possible. Now fast forward through lap 2 and back to the hairpin, and there's a lot of contact going on up ahead. So we go here, Black Dog has lost it a bit there, and we get round the outside, so that's good, and we're up into 17th position. We're going to go into the right hander and then left hander. We're going to just try and see what we can do, try and keep in contact with the cars ahead, because they all seem to be bumping with each other. There's ghosting, all sorts of nonsense going on, so maybe we can pick up some pieces. I mean, like there you can see the car's gone wide on the left hand side, and we're just behind another couple of cars. In a really stupid moment, I hit the car on the right hand side. They were going in the pits and they were putting wide. I think I just completely misjudged how wide the cars were or something like that, and clipped them, so that gave me a bit of damage. Bumped another car as well, which was not ideal, but we start losing some pace really badly here. So you can see Mifefi has recovered behind us and is just all over us, and he's just going to absolutely fly past us here, just getting such a better run through there, and is up ahead of us. So he goes through up into 14th. We get a bump from a car behind and another bump as well. Not really sure. I mean, looking at the radar afterwards, that seemed a bit of a lunge. Not really sure where he was coming from, but that's actually cost us 2 places now, and it's just not really going that well. We can feel that the car is not handling well. We're going to get a place back when Dancing with the Cars spins, so that gets us back up into 16th place, but it's just not really our day here. Mr. Brown seems very slow through there. Maybe he got some damage from when he nudged us into the hairpin, and we're going to get a bit of a tail from him as he goes into the pits to potentially replace and repair that damage, and that means at the end of lap 3 we were 14th. So by the end of lap 5 we decided it's time to try and pit. It sort of means that we can still do a one-stopper and not have to worry about tyres too much, but by that point the car was handling really badly. There was a couple of corners where I would brake in the right place, turn in at the right place, and just get absolutely nowhere near the apex, and just had a bit of a mare. So we repaired everything up, got some nice fresh tyres, come out of the pits, and we're down in 19th out of 19, and we've got a 5-second gap to the car ahead. Not ideal. Fast forward to the last lap, we've made up 5 places. That's almost exclusively because of other people either crashing or pitting, so no actual on-track overtakes. We're going to just about manage to get past Scrat here. We're going to drive through him, we're both driving inside each other, but in the end I don't know, he just gave up. And we've only actually got 10 seconds left of the race before it's going to time us out, which says again how well we've done here to not even be able to finish the race. But we're going to cross the virtual line to finish 13th out of 19. So 13th. I mean, again, we came up from 17th, we were ranked 16th, so finishing 13th, I mean, it could be a lot worse. And given that I've never driven the track on this game before, I mean, it could be worse. It's just one of those frustrating races where I suppose I knew going into it, it was going to be a bad race. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered doing it because it did lose me a few driver rating points, but I don't know, maybe next time when I drive around Fuji I'll have a bit more experience and that will help in the long term. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, then don't forget to like the video or to subscribe to the channel if you want to see videos similar to this one. And leave us a comment. How did you get on in your Nations Cup? Hopefully you did a little bit better than me and hopefully your season's going alright. Until next time, goodbye.